Morning, we're coming into Parshas Vayechi, and as we see that Parshas Vayechi to Vayigash, Vayigash to Vayechi, it's stuma. There's no space in between, and it's more than any other open space between one parsha and another parsha, and it's more than any stuma. Also, it's connected. One parsha to the other parsha. And the reason why is because he wanted to reveal the time of Mashiach. Benista mimenu, nistalka mashchina. What happened over here? What's so terrible by revealing the case? One thing that can happen is that people won't do Averis. They won't do any sins in order not to hold back the Geula. Or that it should be Be'ita. The Kushi Ashibud of Mitzrayim, the hardships of work in Mitzrayim, took away from the Galus of Mitzrayim. And then, if he revealed the case, maybe the Yidden would not have the problems. You would go straight to the Gula, no make trouble in the Midbar. As we know that the Erev Rav mixed in. But it says, Nistam HaKetz. And the reason for that is because a Navi which says a good thing and it doesn't happen, he's called a Navi Sheker. If he says something bad will happen and it doesn't happen, he's not called a Navi Sheker. But he did not say it as a Nevuah. He said it just that the kids should wake up and do mitzvahs. And it did not happen. Because it left him. So there's two ways of understanding things. It's either it will help, but who says that it will help for generations upon generations? And another way is that it doesn't help. So therefore, we see that he told it to his children only. He wanted to tell his children. But it was Nistam Mimenu. So we see here that our Avodah is to fulfill mitzvahs and to do whatever we can to bring forth Mashiach. You can't do too much, you cannot do very much, but something has to be done to bring Mashiach. And that's what we're asking. We're not looking for big help that we should get it for free. We want it to be in our Avodah, because a person likes his Avodah, something which he accomplished more than what was accomplished for him. We don't want free stuff. And that's why it was taken away from him the time of the Geula. He did say the things which will happen in the future, so he did not miss out on any of Ruach HaKodesh with it. But the Nistam Ketz HaGeula was taken away. And the reason for that is because he wanted from Kav Shaloi that we should fulfill mitzvahs. And we should do it the right way. And do it in order to bring Mashiach. Because Mashiach's time is a shleimus, is a completion of our work in the time of Galus. So we do the best now, and later on it gets completed to the fullest extent. Just like we learn Rashi, we learn Chumash, the best way we can do now, and then we wouldn't have to learn too much when Mashiach comes. So the same thing here also with mitzvahs. We have to do the best we can in order to bring forth Mashiach. But now we have Tzaras HaShibud, and we have all distractions, and we have this time of Galus, when there's videos and everything else of all shtusim in the world, and you have shtusim right next door to you, you have shtusim everywhere. So that we have the koyach of Yaakov. Vayechi Yaakov be'eretz Mitzrayim shva esrei shana. His best years were in Mitzrayim. In the time of Geula, Beis HaMikdash, the same way you came to see, you came to be seen. And the same way you came to be seen, you came to see. It was a vast amount of godliness there, but it was all Giluyim. By Shlomo HaMelech, by Yeshiv Shlomo HaMelech HaKisei HaMalchus, he was connected to Hashem. But the main revelation of Atzmos comes from this world. And that's why Vayechi Yaakov Mitzrayim Shva Esrei Shana. He lived in Mitzrayim for 17 best years in his life. Because to make a dir b'tachtonim down below, that you can't get in Eretz Yisrael. At least then. Now there's you can make a dir b'tachtonim in Eretz Yisrael too. But the idea is that we have to bring a likus down here in this world, in Chutz La'aretz. To make a dir b'tachtonim, we have the koyach of Yaakov Avinu. So the Eibusha shall help. As we know, we are thousands of years after Vayechi Yaakov. We are thousands of years after Yaakov sent Malachim to Esav. That Yaakov said that Yaakov knew already that if he gets connected with Esav, Mashiach will come. He was ready for Mashiach then too. And Yaakov Natzilo sees Mashiach. Not when he is Lamailo. When he was down here, he saw Mashiach. He saw the gates. And that's why we start off Vayihi Shnei Chayav Sheva Shanim V'Arbaim Shana V'Sheva Shanim. He does not start off like by Sarah, the big numbers, and end off with the small numbers. He starts off with the small numbers. Because our whole Avodah is to transform our midos. That's the first thing. After we transform our midos, after we work on our actions, then we come to our bayim. Each and every mid sfira of intellect, Chabad, and Keser, that's 4, which Keser is sometimes connected to Chachma, and each one has a shleimus of 10 is 40, and then afterwards you reach Meya, which Meya is above Keser. So the Eibusha shall help. Now let's transform our Taivis, whether to be Taivis Heter, Taivis Isur. Let's transform it to Kedusha. Let's learn from Yaakov. Let's learn from Yosef that they were not affected by Golus. And we cannot be affected by the long time we're in Golus. Yaakov saw the Shibud coming. Yaakov saw everything. But he knew that we're coming to the Gula. And we're getting closer to the Gula. So let's do one more mitzvah. Let's not look on the past, but let's look on the future. That we're closer than ever. And Be'ez Hashem will go to the Gula Amitis Vashlema imminently right now. Long live our Master, Teacher, and Rebbe King Mashiach forever and ever. Long live our Master, Teacher, and Rebbe King Mashiach forever and ever. Long live our Master, Teacher, and Rebbe King Mashiach forever and ever.